guys, welcome back to another vlog. Today is Thursday. I have practice in about an hour or so. We're leaving a little bit earlier because before my mom has a doctor appointment. Welcome back to this week's video. I'm going to be doing a summer day in my life. So I'm currently on summer break. I go back to school in a couple weeks. So I thought I would do a day in my life for you guys since I've been doing a lot of weekly vlogs and things like that. I thought I would do a day in my life to switch it up. And then I'm also going to do later on this afternoon like a Q&A segment. So I'm going to answer some questions and things like that just to add a little bit more to the vlog. But welcome back. Let's get started. I just got done getting ready. It is 6:56. We have to leave in 15 minutes. So I'm going to go downstairs, get some quick breakfast, make my water bottle, get my bag ready to go, and then we'll be heading out. We're going to my mom's doctor appointment first, then we're going to practice, and then after that I'm going to cat sit, which I know it sounds funny, but my cousin they're camping right now, and so we're going to be going to their house a couple times a day to feed their cat, hang out with their cat and everything. So luckily it's it's not gonna be super long because it's not like a dog or anything. Like, they don't need walks, they don't need any of that. We're just gonna go over, feed it, and then just like hang out for like 10 or 15 minutes a couple times a day while they're gone. So I'm going to do that today, and then that's pretty much all the plans that we have for today. But let's get started. I'm gonna head downstairs and make breakfast. I've been having the same thing for the past week, the yogurt cups. I talked about it in a video that I actually filmed yesterday, but they're like the Light and Fit, I almost said Danimals. They're not Danimals. Light and Fit Greek yogurt strawberry, and they have like 12 grams of protein. All right, guys, so it's 8 o'clock. We just left my mom's doctor appointment, and we are going to Starbucks really quick because our practice got moved till later on this afternoon. Also, it's been raining for the past 4 days straight. Sorry, my camera keeps on falling, but we're going to Starbucks. And also, like I said, it's been raining for the past 4 days, so I'm hoping this is the last day with actual just rain all day because I need the sun back. And plus, it's August and all of us are losing our tan, so the sun needs to come back out so it doesn't look bad for the first day of school, homecoming, everything that's right at the beginning of the school year. It's gonna be bad. I'm pale. Look, my face is already so pale. We're going to Starbucks, and I'll show you guys what I get because I get the same thing every time I go. It's so good. So I'll show you guys what I ordered from Starbucks, and Harper got, and she'll show you what she got too. Finally got the drinks. Turns out I ordered it to the wrong Starbucks, so now I had to go to the Harris Teeter and get it. Okay, so I got a grande iced chai with cold foam and oat milk. Taste test. It kind of tastes like coffee. Not any good. Are we sure? What is that? It says grande iced latte. Are you serious? Did I order the wrong thing? It says grande iced latte.
That's coffee.
Turns out I ordered it to the wrong location, and I ordered Harper the wrong drink. I ordered her a cafe latte or whatever, and I was supposed to get her a chai latte. Are you serious? How did I do that? How did I do both the longer location and?
I don't know, my love.
Okay, it is much later. It's 12:06. I just had lunch. I had a yogurt bowl. Those have been one of my favorites. Yogurt in general has been one of my favorite foods recently, within the last week or so. It's been my absolute favorite. But I just put on a little outfit really quickly. It's so crazy how I'm already kind of going for fall outfits because it's only 70 degrees and we've had a little cold front come through. So it's actually been pretty cool outside, and without the sun, 70 degrees is kind of chilly in my opinion. So here's my outfit. It's kind of hard to see. I'll show you guys in my mirror in just a minute, but this is Old Navy. And then I just have my tennis necklace on, earrings, my blue light glasses. These are Amazon. They're like super cheap. They're actually my sister's, I think, because she actually has to wear glasses. Hers are like kind of like blue light prescription kind of thing from Amazon, but these are just regular like blue lights from Amazon without the prescription in them. And then these jeans are Abercrombie. I wore them all of fall last year. They were my absolute favorite jeans ever. Here's my outfit in the full length mirror. Now you can see it. These jeans are kind of wrinkly, but I feel like any denim in general gets so wrinkly so quick. Okay, one of the other things that I wanted to talk about in this video is in July, I actually hit my 5 years on YouTube, and I didn't like make a video about it, or short or anything about hitting 5 years. I might have like briefly mentioned it in a vlog or something, but I did hit 5 years on YouTube, not this exact channel. I've had different variations of this particular channel, but they've kind of all been centered around the same thing. And then I've had this exact channel for probably 4 out of the 5 years, because the first year I had a different account and then I just switched it over, but it was still like the same like concept and like vlogs and everything. But since I hit 5 years, I thought it would be kind of fun to tell you guys like how I've grown the past 5 years being on YouTube, because I know like everybody, I feel like nowadays like everybody wants to be like a YouTuber and everybody wants to make vlogs and everything. So I thought I would kind of share like how I got started and everything, because I really didn't want to make like a dedicated video about this. I might be, if you guys are interested, I might make like a separate video about it, but I still thought it'd be fun to like share and everything. So I started in COVID. So it was like right during COVID. I feel like everybody made a YouTube channel then, but I made it July of 2020. So I was like really young and I just like started it. And when I first started, I made like a lot of different like types of content. I made I made like little Roblox videos, like gaming videos. I made makeup videos. I made like vlogs and things. I would make like challenge videos. Those were like really embarrassing, and all of those have like been deleted now, but that's like what I started with, was those type of videos. And then it kind of went, when I started middle school, I started doing like vlogs and everything, but really my channel did not start picking up until this past spring. I've been like I said, I've been going on YouTube for 5 years, and I feel like that really shows like a lot of like dedication and everything. Like I'm not trying to like, you know, like make myself seem like better or anything, but I do think because I'm like so dedicated and I really like doing this, that's why I keep on going with it. It's not about like making the money or making the like all of that. I just really love doing it. And I feel like most people, when they start doing this, like nowadays, they just are like, oh, like everybody makes all of this money, I'm going to start posting things. And sometimes people do end up getting lucky and they end up like getting viral, or just it takes one video and then they're on the viral page or whatever. But I feel like it's very easy to tell like which of your creators that you watch, who has a passion for it and who really enjoys doing it, and then who's the people who are just like doing it but they don't really have a passion for it. They don't post consistently. They're not dedicated, because YouTube isn't just like for me, or I guess it can be, but it's more of just like a really dedicated hobby that I have. I don't really consider it, well, I guess it is a job in a sense, but since I don't actually earn money from it, I guess you can't really consider it like a job. But hopefully eventually I will make money from doing this, because it is truly something that I love doing. Like this is by far my favorite like activity to do other than like tennis. I just love doing YouTube so much and making vlogs, editing, everything about it. I just love it. Oh, so now I remember what I was talking about. I haven't made anything from doing YouTube, but hopefully eventually I will get to that point. So I don't consider it like a forte job, but I would love for it to be one of my jobs, like as I grow up and as I get more older and everything. So all through middle school, I made like school vlogs, day in my life, kind of similar to what I did now. But like I said, my channel did not start picking up until like this spring, so spring of 2025. And I feel like it might be easy to tell just like with my views and subscribers, that's when I've seen the most amount of growth, because for the first couple of years, I want to say I was like 3 years in and I only had about like 300 subscribers. Like I was averaging like 100 subscribers per year, guys. And it was, I mean, I was really working, and I worked so hard, and I wasn't like mad about it because I knew like eventually it would start to pick up. And I feel like that's when most people stop, because they start the channel and they're like, oh, no one's watching this, or oh, this is embarrassing, and then they take it down. So I would say if you are trying to start a YouTube channel, you have to be dedicated, because your fans will catch on to it, or fans or subscribers or whatever you want to call it, they will catch on to it, whether if you're just, kind of posting, not really, because they don't want to subscribe to somebody who's only posting like once a week, like no other videos, just once a week. And it can be long or short form, because most people nowadays, short form, they do watch more of that. Most of my followers, you can tell just with the view difference, most people watch my shorts, and then sometimes they'll watch my long form, but the view ratio is very drastic. But I still enjoy making long form, and I still want to make those. So I continue making both. And I think that's the smartest thing to do, because if, you can kind of get your audience, you have different like audiences for some people who just want to watch the shorts, or some people who just want to watch the long, or some people walk both. So I think it's smart to do both, but I just did long form for the first like probably 3.5, 4 years on YouTube. And then when I started implementing shorts, I found that's when really I started to grow, to be completely honest. Because shorts are they still can be time consuming depending on what short you're doing. But I would say shorts is really when my videos started to pick up. And my first viral video, I distinctly remember what it was. It was a outfit video, and it was like a transition. So I was wearing a purple Free People romper. I actually still have the romper dress, and I don't think I'll ever get rid of it, because it was my very first like viral video. And I think it had probably like 22,000. And I was like blown away. I was like, this is awesome. And I feel like when you get that first viral video, that's kind of what like kickstarted it for me, because then I was like, oh, people are watching this, let me, and then I feel like it gives you a little bit of like a boost, instead of just, because when you're creating these videos for so long, and I still had like a passion for it then too. But when you're making the videos and then like no one's watching them, you're like, oh, well, maybe should I still post or do all that? And then when I got the first viral video, I was like, oh, this is like something that people are actually watching. And I continued making them. And then I've had several other videos that have gotten significant amount of views. My one in particular has probably like 600K, I want to say 600 to 800K, somewhere in there. It keeps getting views to the day, but I don't like post whatever you want to, because you never know what your next viral video is going to be. And I feel like that's something that I really like about this particular like avenue, is you don't know what video is going to go viral, and like you really never can tell. You just can post it, and then it might be your first video that goes viral. You really never know. Or you might have like a long road to get to your first viral video, because I definitely did. Like I had multiple years of posting to finally get like my first like viral video or everything. But it's definitely like such a fun thing to do, but don't like underestimate the work to it. as well, because you're constantly filming, editing, coming up with your next video. Like, I don't think there's a single day that goes by that I'm not like thinking about my next video or what's it gonna be, or filming something, editing something, and it's just so much fun and I love doing it. Next, I wanted to talk about my first ever brand deal. I know I'm still a very small creator, but I did end up I've had a couple brand deals. I'm not going to say the particular brand it was just to start it off, but I did get my first one. I want to say it was this year. And it was with a brand I'd heard of, but I wasn't like super familiar with. And I took it without even like really looking into it because I was just so excited. I was like, accept. And I really didn't think through it. So just because you're small doesn't mean that some people are not going to reach out to you, because I've definitely had several brands who have reached out to me. Some I've declined, some I've taken. But I actually never ended up, like, it wasn't like a commission brand deal. It was just like a free product. So they sent me the product, I reviewed it and posted it. So that was definitely a more simpler one. I did have another one, and it was with a dog company, and that one I ended up declining because it was very, it wasn't for my audience per se, because I had gotten it and they wanted me to make like a full long form video about it, and I just did not think that my audience would like want to watch that type of stuff, so I ended up declining that. So if you are small and you do get reached out by a brand, I mean, if you truly love it, accept it, but definitely do like your research and really like think it through. Okay, are my viewers going to relate to this? Have I talked about something like this before? Like, if a car brand reached out to me, like a race car brand, like I don't do any videos about race cars. You know, sometimes you might get a random brand deal or something that you might want to try it out. But if a race car, like, that doesn't go with any of my like demographics or anything of my audience. But something like if a makeup or skincare or a clothing brand reached out to me, that would be more something that my viewers would watch, because that's what I talk about. I talk about my makeup, I talk about skincare, I talk about my outfits, I talk about my jewelry, I talk about, you know, just day-to-day life. So think about what product they're asking you to make a video about, because you don't want to get in that, like, kind of what happened to me, where I was like, I want to make the video, but my audience isn't gonna watch it. So I just ultimately ended up declining it and not working with that particular brand. But just make sure you're really ready for the whatever they have you to do. Like, if you're really gonna make a video, like, make sure you really put time into it and you really can like relate or connect, or your audience can connect to the brand. Because there are creators that I personally watch, and every video that they make, there's a new brand deal or like promotion in their video. And I feel like you kind of like lose trust with those type of creators, because you're like, they're not actually like genuinely liking it. If 100% of your content is promotion or sponsorship based, that's not gonna work, because you don't want to have a new product promotion thing in every single video, because no one's gonna relate to that. People are gonna be like, you're not actually playing this particular game, or you're not actually interested in this toaster oven or whatever it is. I just made that up. But like, make sure you're really connecting, or you've used the product, or you've shown the product, talked about the product, reviewed the product yourself. Would you actually purchase it? And then that's how you can kind of like build trust with your audience, and not just posting it because they are paying you or giving you the free thing. So that's something that I definitely had to learn when I took my first couple brand deals.
First block, it starts at 3% before 3.5.
See a lot of running today. She's talking about it right now. There's still time to leave.
We'll talk a little more about how all of it is going to work.
Okay, we just left Orange. How was it, Mom?
It was good.
Harper?
I wish my strap broke on my final all out on my rower, so I didn't get my final all out.
Uh-oh. Okay, it is 9 o'clock. I just got out of the shower. I'm going to do my skincare pretty quickly. I need to take off my makeup because I did put on a little bit of makeup earlier this afternoon and I don't want to sleep in it. So I'm going to use the cleansing balm, the Elemis Pro Collagen Black Cherry Cleansing Balm, and it was actually my mom's, but she was running low of this and she had another one, so she gave me this one. I love this stuff because you just take a little bit of water and you just kind of mix this all together all over your face and it dissolves makeup off. Next up is my cleanser. Next up, I'm going to do my toner. Also ignore all of the water on my shirt. I always do this and then I end up having to put on like a different pajama shirt because I always get it like all over my shirt every time I do my skincare. I think I mentioned this earlier in the video, but I've been trying to really make sure I'm doing like my entire skincare routine and like really making sure I get all of my makeup off and like everything off my face because I've been getting like lots of pimples on my face, which I'm like, I have like pretty, I would say I have like combination skin, so I definitely have a mixture of both. But here recently, I feel like it's been like a lot more oily and there's definitely more pimples popping up on my face, which is very annoying. Luckily, I've been pretty lucky to have decently clear skin. Like obviously everybody has like a little bit of redness, a little like discoloration or whatever, but I've had it, I would say I've been pretty lucky with not having too big of breakouts, but they still come to everybody. So it's just because I'm gonna have to get used to it because there's probably gonna be lots of other breakouts coming my way in the next couple years too. Okay, I just finished all of my skincare and everything, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this summer day in the life off right here. Thank you so much for spending the day with me. Make sure to come back next week for a brand new video, and I will see you guys then. Bye.